So, you're looking into painting a Salamanders army, but you really don't know where to start. This might not be the best comprehensive guide, but this is how I paint my armies. We're going to start by getting this entire collection of paints here. I know it looks like a lot, but 90% of these will get used. I think I ended up omitting the yellow, but pretty much everything else that you see on the turntable and down in front gets used, as well as some of these paint pens. These help for detailing. And today's subject is going to be this Infernus Marine. I'm going to paint this up for the Salamanders army, and now that I've primed it off screen, it's ready for its layers of paint. Now, layering, you want to go smooth and easy. It doesn't always take a lot of paint, and you can even thin them if you want. I don't, because I like the thicker, vibrant colors that it gives, but you do sacrifice some detail when you do with this method. Now, this is the green that I prefer to use. It's from War Paints. It's very thin. It spreads easily, as you can see here, and it gives you that nice, vibrant green undertone. You just want to take your time with these strokes, and don't worry if you overpaint on the other details, because we can come and fix that later when we go into the detailing. Alright. Now that that's over, as you can see, we went to our Abaddon Black, and we're going to use that for the power pack on the back, as well as the pistols and any other weapons. Now, this is the portion that you asked me about. This is dry brushing. So we're going to take some of this moot green here, and we're going to dry brush it across all the details. Now, when you go to dry brush, generally you want to have brushes with thick bristles, kind of like this one. This one I use for my smaller models, but I'm actually not going to use that one today. I'm going to end up using this larger one. It's a little more flexible on the bristles because it's not as old and hasn't been used as much, but it will still achieve the same goal. You also want to have a sponge, like a garden variety dish sponge is what I use. You spread the paint evenly across all the sponge, getting all of the excess off, and to double check that you've got enough paint off of it, you can always do what I'm doing here and brush it over your skin. You see that light undertone of green? That's really what you want to go for, because if it's any thicker than that, you're just going to smudge your model. And you just lightly dash it across all the raised edges. Go up and down and side to side. Those motions are essential for dry brushing. But you can get all of your raised edges, get your edge highlighting done that way. It saves a little bit of time, and you can really, really see it pop here in the end. Now, most of my weapons, I enjoy to do them in lead belcher, as you can see here. I like the more silvery tone that it gives you, but I'm also going to show you how I do my heated metal effects. As you can see, we're using Balthazar Gold for the top edges of the flamer, and that'll come into play later because that really helps sell the heated metal effect. Not to mention the paint pens that I'm currently using work wonders for your leathers and your purity seals. It just makes that little bit of detailing a lot less hectic. And a little bit of Liberator Gold on the flamer, never hurt for the skull. Now the shoulder pauldrons, you can use the thick wedge brush like I'm using, and it helps you to get into those little areas without going over your raised edges. Not that it would matter, because we're going to edge highlight the raised edges in lead belcher. That way we can really accentuate the shoulder pauldrons. All in all, real time, what I'm showing you probably took me around 40 minutes. And here we have our Pro Acryl transparent paints. The first one going on is purple. I generally like to layer purple across the bottom and give it about half the length of the flamer. And while we're waiting on that to dry, I picked up the snakebite leather contrast, and that's what we go over all of our leathers with, as well as the purity seals. It gives them that kind of dingy look that you expect in the grimdark future. The back side of the power pack, I also put a little bit of Macragge blue, just to make it pop a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much my entire process. That's the results that I like. It's now ready for transfer sheeting.